mastermind of 26/11, Tahawwur Rana, to arrive in India today. NIA was set to take his custody as well. Two jails, one in Delhi, another in Mumbai, were asked to covertly make special arrangements in line with US judiciary recommendations about extradition subjects. He is initially likely to be in custody of NIA for the first few weeks. The exercise was supervised by National Security Advisor Ajit Doval along with officials from the Home Ministry. Tahawwur Rana, a Pakistani-Canadian, an active member of Lashkar-e-Taiba, had arranged passports for fellow jihadi Pakistani-American David Headley, also known as Dawood Gilani, to travel to India to select targets for the terror attack that was being hatched by Lashkar in collaboration with ISI, Pakistan's spy agency. Rana gloated over the deaths in Mumbai on November 26 of 2008 and also said that the jihadis responsible for it should be given Pakistan's highest posthumous military honors. But what does it mean for India? Let's discuss all of that. We have defense and strategic expert Major General Sudhakarji, as well as defense and geopolitics expert retired Major General Ashwini Sivas. Sir, thank you so much for speaking to News9, both of you. Major General Sudhakar, let me first begin with you and have your opening comments on how exactly do you view this, decision coming in from the US, and how exactly now do you encapsulate the relationship that India shares with the US?
Dakshi, good morning. Thank you for getting me to your show, and compliments to News9 for having picked up a very relevant and top of the notch theme in today's news. And this is a historic milestone as far as counter-terrorist activities are concerned, a strategy which is to come into being formally yet. The United Nations has not acknowledged what India submitted way back in 1999 or 97. So having said that, under the Trump 2.0, this is perhaps one of its kind wherein walking the talk is highly standing out, as per my opinion. Trump has made many promises. He's getting after many issues. He's opened up multiple fronts, but amongst them, here is an issue which has been actually hanging fire since 2019, ever since India filed a representation with the US. Since then, nothing has been done. And it is definitely speaking a seriousness, reflecting seriousness by the US administration against trans-border terrorism. This is one part. Second part is, you see, Rana's involvement. He was the mastermind. There is no denying the fact. And he was in touch with Headley, although he keeps claiming that he's a old childhood friend, school friend. He was trying to help him to set up a business. These are all bumchum. These are stories. As far as India is concerned, he has to be brought back to India, held accountable for what he has done. And also, I would take the opportunity to compliment the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, under the leadership of NSA. This is a remarkable achievement to get somebody like Rana extradited to India and subject him to the judiciary process of investigation, and he stands at trial. He has to be given a chance to defend himself. But the best defense in this case is not like what happened yesterday. The Telangana case of Dilkush Nagar has taken us almost more than 10 years. It happened in 2013. And yesterday only the judgment has come out. The High Court has upheld the lower court's judgment that those 5 terrorists have to be prosecuted. And now there is an opportunity in the judiciary system for them to appeal there in the Supreme Court. So this judiciary time-consuming process or the spectrum of activities, giving too much of leeway to the accused who are involved in the terrorist activities, once the prima facie has been achieved, needs to be revisited by the Indian judiciary. We need to take very quick and decisive actions against these people, because as far as the army is concerned, the best terrorist is the dead terrorist, and that is why we literally follow in letter and spirit. And the best would have been done had he actually faced the encounter at the time of that operation against the Taj on 26/11. Last but not the least, Sakshi, I would like to say compliments to the agencies who have worked hard and also navigated through a very complex system of extradition. It is not that easy to get anybody extradited in today's environment, and that too from US to India. It's a kudos to the Indian system, Indian intelligence system, kudos to the leadership. It's a remarkable milestone which should be taken as a precedent to be followed for other such cases who are hiding in Pakistan and elsewhere and also in Canada. People like Pannu must be got extradited to India. He should be subjected to some kind of a judiciary investigation. He must be made to stand to trial in Indian judiciary system. Back to you, please.
Absolutely. Major General Sudhakar, very well put over there. Major General Sivash, let me also have your opening comment. You know, it took us many years to get him extradited here to India, but nonetheless, it has happened after so many years. Do you think it's going to set some sort of good precedence for rest of the names in our list?
No doubt, Shakshi. See, as far as Tahawwur Rana is concerned, he is basically a Canadian citizen of a Pakistan origin. He was a doctor in Pakistan Army. So he knows exactly as to how ISI functions. And now, as far as he's concerned, he was there running a immigration law center in Chicago, and its satellite office was in Mumbai. So he was basically who was one of the main conspirator and brain behind this operation, because he, along with the David Headley, has carried out the recce, and he provided complete logistics support to all these terrorists, including to David Headley. Though India could not get back David Headley because he has already turned to be an approver and he cannot be sent back. But as far as Tahawwur Rana is concerned, now he will expose the complete myth. You know, the ISI has been taking a line that those who were involved in Mumbai attack were only the non-state actors. Once David Headley comes in India, he will be taken to all those places where the recce was conducted and how has he coordinated, cooperated, and provided logistic support. The ISI lead and ISI footprint will be very visible. And now that is what India wants it. India wants to expose Pakistan that it was Pakistan deep state which was involved in Mumbai attack, where more than 160 people were killed, and there were 6 to 7 who were also the basically international citizens. So the point today is that once he comes there, it's a great victory. There are 3 messages which we are sending to the world. One is anyone who committed a crime in India, let him go anywhere, Indian government will get it back. The second thing is that there is a deep cooperation between India and US as on today. Now, in February 2025, this year, when Prime Minister Modi has visited the US, it is that time Donald Trump has given him this assurance that basically Tahawwur Rana will be now extradited to India and he will face legal process, and he is an evil. This is a very strong message. Now the president of US is saying anyone who's involved in activities which are illegal in India, he will be extradited to India. So that is very important message we are sending. And third thing is, we are trying to send to Pakistan that if they keep on trying, they send a lot of money. They have pumped in a lot of money in US to defend Tahawwur Rana and trying to bring out this issue that he should not be sent to India because his life will be threatened. He being a Muslim of a Pakistan origin has not been accepted. So this is the third, step which will be very clear. The law will take its own time, but it's a great victory of Indian legal system. It is also the NIA has played a very proactive role. Now, once he comes back, the complete story will be crystal clear. All dots will be connected, and we will be able to expose basically the ISI and Pakistan direct involvement in Mumbai attack, in which more than 160 people were killed. Shakshi.
Right. Also, Major General Sudhakar, let's talk about the kind of applications that Tahawwur Rana, submitted in the US Supreme Court to stop his extradition to India. He said that he has a threat looming on his life also, that he will not stand a fair trial here in the Indian premises. Apart from that, US did decline his application both the times, and finally he is coming back to India today. But having said that, can we say that there is some sort of a messaging which is underlying there for Pakistan coming in from US about their slight inclination towards India?
Absolutely, Sakshi, you made a very strong point. In fact, I must compliment you at the channel. This is a very relevant point which the Indian media must understand so as the citizens of India. And the fact of the matter is that he is in deep trouble. Tahawwur Rana is in deep trouble. Is another person that actually comes to my mind is there was a Major Iqbal of ISI. He was very deeply involved. He had come on ground to carry out recce. Tahawwur Rana is one person who had selected the targets in Taj Hotel. These are the targets, and the terrorists, Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists, must approach from so-and-so direction. They must go from so-and-so floor to so-and-so floor. These are the detailed planning. So basically, Sakshi, we have been talking so much about Pakistan, and I have been making a lot of statements in many channels and writing articles that if USA can ban, things like Iran Revolutionary Guard or say Cuba or North Korea or such like agencies, what is India holding back for to ban ISI? That is the main tap from where the water of terror is flowing. Why don't we close the tap and once and for all? And I tend to compliment General Siwaj for having made a very relevant point to close the permanent or main tap which is flooding the terrorism in the valley of India. Actually, you have to have evidence. Here is a classic case, Rana coming, getting extradited to India. This is not only going to provide solid evidence so that we can corroborate and solidify our approach to pinpoint the responsibility in ISI and work towards banning it once for all. If nobody does it, India should do it. Second point, which you raised, USA and India today, there is no denying the fact there are many factors of convergence. Counter-terrorism or cross-border terrorism is one of the issues on which India and USA is collaborating. Leave alone, there are many agreements which we have signed with USA between 2000. Everyone knows that prior to 2000, it was a kind of a regressive kind of a relationship. Now, post 2000, there is a progressive kind of a relationship as far as my research and study goes. In that, we have signed many exchange of information. We have signed BECA, we have signed LEOMA, so many agreements have been signed. Exchange of information, geospatial data is not given to anybody, not even to NATO member. Those kind of, under BECA, we have got such specific target indications, exchange of maps, with the help of which India can go in for pinpointed targeting of the terrorist camps or any camp for that matter. So there are a lot of things which have happened. The common public is not aware of it. USA, in doing the extradition or having declined the appeal of Rana in the higher court of USA, they have clearly indicated that they mean business, they will walk the talk, they will support India as far as counter-terrorist actions are concerned. Now, let's not get mixed up with the tariff and the trade. Terrorism is a separate paradigm, and it is being addressed squarely, boldly, in a professional manner by USA in support of India. And there is many more to come. Don't be surprised if Panu thing also crops up suddenly, and this man is put under pressure to, start packing his baggage and get ready to come back and get extradited. NIA, I in all fairness, I have got a lot of regards and faith in them. Most of the people are in touch with me. They're doing a great job.
Right.
Sooner or later, we'll get Panu back to India and subject him to trial by the Indian judiciary.